10 habits that slowly destroy your brain without you knowing. 1. Lack of sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation severely impairs brain function. Studies show that even a single night of poor sleep can reduce cognitive performance, memory retention, and emotional regulation. According to research published in Nature Reviews Neuroscience, sleep plays a key role in clearing neurotoxins such as beta amyloid from the brain, the same substance that accumulates in Alzheimer's disease. Long-term lack of sleep may shrink the hippocampus, the brain region essential for memory. Over time, this can lead to increased risk of neurodegenerative disorders. Moreover, poor sleep disrupts the brain's glymphatic system, which removes waste during rest. Sleep is not just rest, it's a nightly reboot. People who consistently sleep less than 6 hours per night are at higher risk of dementia and mental health problems. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is essential for brain health. 2. Poor diet. A diet high in processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats can weaken brain health. Research from Frontiers in Neuroendocrinology reveals that high-sugar diets lead to insulin resistance in the brain, impairing learning and memory. Saturated fats from fast food and processed snacks promote inflammation, which contributes to neuron damage. A study in neurology showed that people with high levels of trans fats had a 75% increased risk of developing dementia. Moreover, poor diet starves the brain of essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, and antioxidants. These nutrients are vital for maintaining the structure of neurons and supporting neurotransmitter function. A Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats has been shown to reduce cognitive decline. What you eat doesn't just feed your body, it feeds your brain. 3. Smoking. Smoking introduces harmful chemicals like nicotine and carbon monoxide that reduce oxygen supply to the brain. A large-scale study published in Molecular Psychiatry found that smokers have thinner cerebral cortices, the brain region crucial for memory and language. This thinning is linked to early cognitive decline and increased dementia risk. Smoking also increases oxidative stress and inflammation, damaging brain cells. Furthermore, it accelerates the buildup of amyloid plaques, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Over time, smokers may experience slower information processing and reduced mental flexibility. Quitting smoking can reverse some damage, but prolonged exposure leaves lasting effects. Each puff not only harms the lungs but silently sabotages the brain. 4. Excessive screen time. Spending long hours in front of screens can have a profound impact on brain health. According to a study published in JAMA Neurology, excessive screen time is associated with a higher risk of developing cognitive impairment and dementia. The blue light emitted by screens interferes with melatonin production, disrupting the body's circadian rhythm and sleep cycle. Lack of sleep, in turn, affects memory, attention, and learning. Research from the Lancet Psychiatry suggests that constant exposure to screens can alter brain structure, particularly in children and adolescents, leading to attention deficits and slower cognitive development. Furthermore, the constant stimulation from social media and digital content can contribute to mental fatigue and difficulty focusing. To protect your brain, it's important to take breaks, limit screen exposure, and engage in activities that promote mental clarity, such as reading or exercising. 5. Chronic stress. Chronic stress is one of the most damaging habits for your brain. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that can disrupt brain function. Long-term exposure to high cortisol levels can shrink the hippocampus, impairing memory and learning abilities. According to a study published in the Journal of Neuroscience, chronic stress accelerates brain aging and makes the brain more vulnerable to conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Stress also weakens the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making and impulse control. Over time, individuals under constant stress may struggle with concentration, emotional regulation, and mental clarity. Relaxation techniques like meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises can help reduce cortisol levels and protect the brain. 6. Physical inactivity. A sedentary lifestyle is a silent killer of brain health. Studies have shown that physical activity boosts brain function by increasing blood flow and oxygen supply to the brain. In fact, a study published in Neurobiology of Aging found that regular physical exercise helps preserve brain volume and improve cognitive function, especially in older adults. Lack of physical activity is associated with increased risk of dementia, depression, and other mental health disorders. The hippocampus, which is critical for learning and memory, tends to shrink in individuals who are inactive. On the other hand, engaging in activities like walking, swimming, or even gardening can stimulate brain activity and promote neurogenesis. 7. Alcohol abuse. Excessive alcohol consumption can be extremely detrimental to the brain. A study published in Alcoholism, Clinical and Experimental Research found that long-term alcohol abuse leads to brain shrinkage, particularly in the frontal lobes, which are involved in decision-making and behavior control. Chronic drinking also impairs the brain's ability to form new memories and process information. Alcohol is a neurotoxin that disrupts neurotransmitter function and dehydrates brain cells. Furthermore, alcohol abuse can lead to the development of alcohol-related dementia, which severely impacts cognitive function and mental clarity. Reducing or eliminating alcohol intake can improve brain health and protect against further damage. 8. Ignoring mental health. Ignoring mental health can have long-lasting effects on the brain. A study published in The Lancet Psychiatry found that untreated mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, and chronic stress can alter brain chemistry and structure. Prolonged mental distress can lead to an imbalance in neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, which regulate mood and cognitive function. Furthermore, chronic mental health issues are linked to an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Taking care of mental health through therapy, mindfulness, and social support is crucial for maintaining brain health. 9. Multitasking too much. Multitasking may seem like an efficient way to get things done, but it's actually detrimental to brain function. Studies show that attempting to juggle multiple tasks at once reduces focus and productivity. According to the Journal of Neuroscience, switching between tasks increases cognitive load and decreases the brain's ability to retain information. The brain struggles to focus on multiple things simultaneously, leading to mistakes and mental fatigue. It also strains the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and problem-solving. To improve mental clarity, it's better to focus on one task at a time and take regular breaks. 10. Poor sleep habits. Sleep is essential for brain health, yet many people neglect proper sleep hygiene. Research published in Nature Neuroscience found that poor sleep impairs memory consolidation and learning. Sleep is the time when the brain processes and organizes information, and a lack of it can lead to cognitive decline over time. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative disorders. Additionally, poor sleep affects mood regulation, concentration, and decision-making abilities. To protect brain health, it's crucial to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, create a relaxing bedtime routine, and ensure an optimal sleep environment.